Welcome back to another Wednesday whiskey review from your boys at the Buffalo Happy Hour. Today we have a special whiskey, for me at least. Michael couldn't care less.
Well, everybody watching this is with us in the room, so that's where we're at.
Except for our 3 patrons, so thank you all very much for being a Patreon. If you're interested in supporting the podcast, go to our link tree and click on our Patreon link. We have different tiers for levels of support, and we got 3 people already.
Yes, we do, including one
We're rich.
mega fan.
Quitting our jobs tomorrow.
Who's the most mega of the fans.
Mega.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
But yes, we are experimenting with different lenses. We are looking at different equipment and things. So if you feel like you are close to us,
Now that we're rich.
newsflash, it is because, first of all, we are not rich, but secondly, it's because you are up close and personal with us because of this lens.
And we are rich. So today, we have the Sassenach.
I don't even have to, put it towards the camera because now it's in
Correct.
the living room. All right,
Right,
perfect.
yeah.
Got
It's
it?
like 3D. If somebody has 3D goggles on, they're like, oh, here, just take this from us. So this is very special to me because if any of you know, I am a huge fan of Outlander, which is a show on Netflix. It's on, I believe, Stars or HBO. Stars. Nailed it.
Apparently you are rich because
Yeah.
us normal folk don't have all that.
Yeah. Or is it on, I don't know, I can't remember which thing I have on my 75-inch TV upstairs. Anyway, so this is called the Sassenach. It is from Outlander, so the main actor in the show, his name is Sam Heughan. He plays Jamie Fraser, if any of you watch it. He created his own whiskey company. So this is called the Sassenach. That's what he calls his wife in the show, Claire. And Sassenach translates it's a Scottish and Gaelic term, and it stands for outsider, stranger, which if you guys have watched the show Outlander, you'll know why he calls her that. So it's his whiskey that he created. I'm very excited to try it. It was on limited back order for eons, and it just released in the United States, and I bought it the second it was released. It was $100. We rich. No. So I really just wanted to get my hands on this thing. I love the bottle. The bottle looks sick. It kind of looks like that blackened bottle, that whiskey.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Metallica's.
But it looks really cool. I'm excited to try this. Do you have any... You've never watched the show, right?
Correct. All the things you're saying, you might as well
Yeah.
just speak Mandarin.
All right, so label branding. Let's just jump right into it, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so on the side of the bottle, first of all, it comes in a box, which I just said last week during the Abelor episode. If you're not putting your scotch in a box, you're doing it wrong. On the side, it has a weird flex because it has the International Spirits Challenge 2020 at 1 gold, International Spirits Challenge in 2021 at 1 gold, the San Francisco World Spirits Competition in 2020 at 1 double gold, San Francisco World Spirits Competition in 2021 at 1 double gold, and the Scotch Whiskey Masters Spirits Business at 1 gold in 2021 as well. So huge flex on his end. The front of it has the unicorn or whatever on it. I don't know why there's a unicorn. I don't know the significance of that. But the back has the translation from Scottish to English, the word Sassenach. And then under it says, for the nonconformist, the outsider, and anyone who just doesn't want to fit in. When you're forging your own path, carrying the crowd, or buying the first round, all are welcome here. Inspired by the Highland landscape, ancient peaks, hidden glens, and rising morning mist, fresh water and firm oak run deep in its veins. Each glass is a warm welcome raised to both friends familiar and friends from different lands. The taste is smooth but distinctive, unmistakable. A unique spirit. Wherever you are, we are never alone. Spirit of home. And it's signed by Sam Heughan, who is the founder. And yeah, I'm excited for this. It's 46% alcohol, so it's 92 proof. And then we talked about the bottle. It has the massive top to it with the unicorn on it as well as Sassenach right on the top. Wooden cork, and it has this ribbed bottle. What do you think? A++?
A++, I agree.
Yeah, really, this bottle looks fishy.
I'm going A++ check mark just because they incorporated
Oh.
the gold awards on the box as well
Right.
for all to remember and know.
Flats, bro. All right, nose. What do you got on the nose?
Let's dive into this. It's very clear.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say clear. Not like from a vodka sense, but from a Scotch perspective, it is white in color.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see what we pick up on this.
It's a blended Scotch whiskey, too, just so you all know.
Corn, which we haven't smelled in a long time. And then I'm getting a little bit of butterscotch.
There's a little like a hay, corn, but I'm also picking like an apple, a green apple, or like a fresh pear on the nose. Very light fruit.
I'm sniffing all the things to get all the scents in the nose. Fruit makes sense. I can't figure out which one specifically.
I'm getting like a Granny Smith green apple.
I had a pear for lunch. That might be why. Because that was like in my face, because I haven't had a pear in a long time. But in the U.S., I guess we don't have seasons for fruit. We just produce it whenever we want. So, but yeah, I let's try that again, because I don't know what happened there.
I get you. I don't know.
I do get fruit. I do get corn, and I get a little bit of butterscotch.
Are you getting corn or are you getting hay? I'm kind of getting like a hay instead of a corn.
Well, hay now. Yeah, it is. Hay works.
Okay.
A+ on the nose.
A+ on the nose. I like it. You're getting like a little bit of a sense of peat, but it's more of like a fruited sugar peat rather than Isla peat.
Hay, fruit, what else? What did I say? Butterscotch.
Butterscotch, yeah. All right. Initial taste. Yeah, that's next, Derek. Well, we're only 4,000 whiskeys in, but it's fine.
You really had a brain fart there, didn't you?
I just wanted to make sure that we put a rating to the nose. All right, so initial taste.
Nice cover. Ooh, that's way different than what I expected.
The initial taste, you're getting more of that. Instead of the hay, now it's transitioning to like a wet grass.
Yeah, with vanilla, though.
Yeah.
But it's very salivating. However, it's super light.
Mm-hmm.
This is
really good.
This is a solid A++ for me.
Yeah, there's a little sugar too. You're kind of getting the sugar from the fruit. So if you like bit into an apple, you're not getting the apple taste, but you're getting the sugar from the apple taste, if that makes sense. Like Apple Jacks, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Not Apple Jacks.
Literally not like that at all, but that's okay.
You do get like the sugar from the apple though.
Wow, this is really good. This is light, man. I was not expecting... To be fair, the last two scotches we had, a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Way higher proof, too.
A little bit.
Super dark in color. We have sugar, vanilla, and that's it so far written on the board. What else do we want to add?
You can do like a grassy
Grass.
note. Yeah, white grass. I think that summarizes it pretty good. This is very good. You're kind of picking up a little peach, too. Or not peach, pear. For some reason, I get those confused. They're not even remotely similar. They just start with a P, and I'm just like, peach pear.
I can't wait to go to the grocery store with you and just walk around and smell things and watch people stare at us like these guys are weird. It's like, no, we're just certified bourbon stewards. Check it out. Here's my card. Ending note. By the way, I went A++ because you said yeah.
Oh, yep. I agree. Ending note.
Ending notes. It dissipates really quick, so this is going to be difficult for me.
It's very thin. It's not oily, really.
Not at all, but it makes you salivate up front.
Yeah.
Yep. At least I'm safe inside my mind. Almost nothing, man. It just like dies at the back of your tongue.
You kind of get like a... This is weird, man.
It is.
You kind of get like a random pepper at the back, and that's not typical for Scotch. Take a sip of it and swoosh it all around your mouth.
Good call. Because as soon as it hits the back of your tongue, before your esophagus starts...
Or maybe it's a baking spice,
and you
not
go
a
down that waterfall of love into your gullet, bam. Like, it's a brick wall. It stops, and then there's nothing, and then it's silent for a little bit, and then you get a little bit of a kick out of absolutely nowhere that comes up. Not in like an acid reflux sense, but just like your senses pick up something and you're like, what are you trying to figure this out? And then I agree with the pepper.
Maybe it's a baking spice.
It might be a baking, something along those lines between pepper and baking spice arrives into your palate and you're super confused on what to do next. Other than drink more because you just can't stop enjoying the fact that this is such a light blended Scotch.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with A on this, and then I'm going to write pepper and baking spice just to cover our base.
Okay.
But that's pretty much where I'm at.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
I agree.
I'm trying to see if they include any information on the barrel selection for what they aged it in, because I was not expecting that pepper or the baking spice at all. It's very good, but I was not expecting that. All right, so I'm looking on the website. It says citrus fruits. Okay, we picked that up. Peach, apricot, honey, butterscotch, around the same, what we were thinking. Vanilla, almonds, I guess I could see that. They're saying taste, sweet finish with a cinnamon and nutmeg.
Nah, none of that. Cinnamon, I really don't even get though. Like I
guess maybe that's that burning sensation.
Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Cinnamon doesn't burn. Cinnamon's delectable. It's a wonderful treat.
Well, if you put too much cinnamon on.
Well, it sounds like a you problem, pal.
Like, do the cinnamon challenge and then try this. I bet it's pretty similar.
Well, you would just cough instantly, and this just, you want more. I don't get cinnamon.
Yeah, I'm getting more of a baking spice than a cinnamon. But, I mean, overall, I am pleasantly surprised with this. When you get somebody famous, like an actor or musician, that gets involved in whiskey, I get nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I got nervous every single day once we started this podcast.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, obviously we're Buffalo celebrities.
Yeah, Buffalo actors. But when you get an actor or somebody famous getting involved in whiskey, it makes me nervous because I feel like then the marketing and the price don't match the quality of the product.
With you.
That's my biggest concern.
Yep.
With this, it's expensive. Maybe it doesn't need to be $100. Maybe this is more of like a $79.99
I was going to
bottle.
say $80, $85, yeah.
But I'm surprised with how good this is.
Me as well. I think it's $100 because, I mean, let's be honest. Like, we know why. So there's that. And I think a little bit of that is coming through. However, we have to give a final countdown because this surprised us to a point that we didn't. I honestly, you could tell by looking at it like, oh, it's going to be light. Generally, you get this with like a higher corn rating, just from like our perspective.
Yeah.
And then tasting it, it's so different and then unique in itself.
Yeah.
Give me that countdown, and we'll throw it up on the board.
3, 2, 1. 95.
Oh, God. 93?
Yep. Nope, 92. Good try.
Damn. Tried.
I'm pleasantly surprised with this. I would rate this up there with some of my favorite scotches. I'm interested to see what he does next, if he continues to release this or if he does special releases, because to me, this would be very, very interesting in either a bourbon barrel, if they didn't finish it in a bourbon barrel, because it has already those characteristics of something that was in a bourbon barrel. So if you elevate that, it would be very interesting. Or even like a cognac barrel, this would be interesting with. It would be very sweet.
And this is just different, man. I mean, the process behind it, yeah, up there with your favorites, that's a wild statement, man.
Yeah.
You love Scotch.
I know.
This is your jam.
I am.
All right.
I don't see distilled, blended, and bottled in Scotland. Imported.
Yeah. I don't think they dove into specifics.
Yeah, they don't have the same regulatory requirements that we do for bourbon. Okay. All right. Well, everybody, this was the Wednesday whiskey review for Sassenach whiskey, Scotch whiskey made by Sam Hewen and his company. It is very interesting. We were pleasantly surprised. If you are planning on picking up a bottle, I do not know anyone in the area that sells this. I had to buy it right from Reserve Bar.
Yeah.
Because Addie's couldn't even find it. He couldn't even find the distributor that they were using, because I don't think that they're even at that point yet, because they're so overwhelmed. So if you are going to get this bottle or any other bottle for that matter, please remember to drink responsibly, be a good person, and Michael,
Do not litter.
We're out.